whereas allowing school board elections to become partisan has the potential to create division among the board and shift the focus away from the needs of the students. Whereas partisan politics in public education has the further risk to devolve into allegiance to a state or national party platform, as opposed to focusing on the needs and solutions of the local community and our children in Sullivan County. Whereas it is the desire of this body that our local representatives in the State House and State Senate reconsider their votes on public chapter number 1 and listen to the various Northeast Tennessee school boards and commissions who oppose this action. Now therefore be it resolved that the Sullivan County Board of Education asks that this resolution be forwarded to the County Commission, the local House and Senate representatives in Northeast Tennessee, and the Governor, urging the General Assembly to reconsider Public Chapter 1 and any legislation that would allow school board elections to be partisan. And then it has a list for signature pages. And I know we talked about this at length. I just hadn't read that. I know everybody up here has a copy. I don't think this is going to pass based on our work session discussion. I'm not going to state my arguments any further than just to say that there is no place for partisanship in a public service such as education. And I think that this will not benefit children in the state of Tennessee, no matter where you live. And there's a big risk of being driven by what people say in Nashville on up when we need to worry about our local community and work together as a community. That's why I bring this forward. And I would make a motion that we adopt this.
You've heard the motion from Mr. Spivey concerning the resolution dealing with partisan politics, partisan elections, rather, school board members. Do I have a second?
I second.
We have a motion by Mr. Spivey, a second by Dr. Rouse. Any discussion? I will start the discussion with saying, as I said during the work session, I don't normally abstain from voting on something, but on this particular one, I will abstain from voting. I agree with Mr. Spivey that elections should be nonpartisan. I just don't feel that the school board should take a stand on this since it involves a decision of the total board. So my belief is that as individual board members, we should contact our legislators, let them know how we feel about it. But there's no place for politics. There's no place for partisan elections for school board members. And I'm opposed to that part of it, but I'm also opposed to passing a resolution to do this. So I'll be abstaining from that when it comes time to vote. Other questions? If not, roll call, Ms. King.
Dr. Rouse,
Yes.
Mr. Spivey,
Yes.
Mr. Iverson,
No.
Mr. Jones,
Abstain.
Mr. Robinson,
Abstain.
The motion fails for lack of a majority. We have 5 members present. Law requires that we have 4 in the affirmative since there are 7 members on the board. So the motion fails for lack of a majority.